Right off the bat is a modern Madcap cartoon from Famous Studios. This was released in 1958. It's directed by Seymour Kneitel and Thomas Johnson and written by Jack Mercer and Meyer, with a voice cast including Jackson Beck, Jack Mercer and Sid Raymond. And honestly, it's not good. It's not good for two reasons. One, we have a lot of stereotyping with the Native American character. Two, the narrative is just very, very boring. It's about a baseball player who is not performing his best and he has to try and find a way to win the pennant, and this Native American character, they're described as an Indian chief on IMDb, offers to help him out with a baseball playing horse. And that's basically the narrative of preparing the horse and then the horse doing whatever the horse needs to do to try and win. And it's very boring. And I'm speaking as somebody who kind of likes baseball. I don't like sports in general, but if I had to pick a sport, it would be baseball. I don't mind it. And I think it makes a good subject matter for cartoons in general. However, this was just so dull. It started off very well. The first kind of minute or so was not too bad. I thought we had an interesting setup. Things were going to be quite fascinating, and then things just went downhill very, very quickly. So when you throw in some stereotyping and then a very slow, monotonous narrative where nothing seems to happen, it's just not very interesting. And to say nothing happens in a cartoon about a horse playing baseball, that's not a good sign. The animation quality is fine. We have some soft backdrops, some sharp foregrounds. The colour palette is absolutely fine. There's nothing about it, though, that really stood out to me as being particularly interesting. So it's maybe slightly awkward and not very fascinating. So in general, right off the bat, it's a bit of a letdown. As I said, it started off okay. The first minute or so, maybe 2 minutes, were not too bad. But once the main narrative was established and I realised where we were going with it, it just went downhill pretty quickly. It wasn't very good. Do I recommend it? If you're a fan of Famous Studios in general, or in particular the modern Madcap series, then sure, check it out. There might be something that appeals to you. But for me personally, I wasn't impressed. Right off the bat, it is not one that appealed to me.